What's going on, people?
What's
I
up?
like the intro.
I like it. It's good. It's good, man. I'm just trying to. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can. I can hear you perfectly. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, but she can't for some reason.
Right. Well, I mean, my smokers know how it is when it comes to getting the equipment ready while recording.
Yeah, I just had in audio too.
Shoot,
Content going.
Hey, I rather this than freezing and delaying.
What happened?
All right.
Because Lord have mercy, they should be throwing me off. I got to goddamn pause what I'm saying so my words can catch up to them.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Can you hear now?
You?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you couldn't hear Jazz though?
Yeah, I can hear Jazz. No.
All right, let's try that. What about this one? What about try it now?
I don't hear it. Wait.
No, I can hear her. I can hear her now.
No, I hear her.
There's like 3 different Rodecaster Pro 2 things, and one works with one and doesn't work with the other.
It's here's how you know they're podcasters too.
Yes, sir.
Because see, here's the difference. Because see, when I talk to people that just porn stars, they don't go through all.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with like, the audio sounding right, and then you know the aesthetic, and trying to play with this damn camera.
Oh my goodness! So, and how y'all lovely people doing today?
Doing great.
Doing well. Just wrapped up. I guest hosted a podcast for Ray for the Deep Thoughts podcast. So,
oh my god, how was that?
It was great. We interviewed Kyle Starr, another close personal friend of ours.
Okay. So, and how the podcast thing been going? Because the last time I didn't talk to y'all about the podcast.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's
ABNs.
Yeah, you guys and us were both nominated for Best Adult Podcast.
Exciting.
Oh yeah, and shoot, man, it feels good to talk to somebody else that's nominated for ABN.
Right.
Yes.
Podcasting.
You know, I mean, we're not on Pillow Talks level yet. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, but
I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. I was shocked they won. I thought it was gonna be Adam again.
Really?
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be Plug Talk because you know, no jumper. He got the bigger people, you know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Ryan's been hustling, man.
Else, huh?
Yeah, Ryan's been hustling this year, man.
They have some good videos. I've actually congratulated him for winning. So
I was happy to go with somebody other than Plug Talk. I'm about to say, no, he can't do it 3 years in a row. Come on.
Yeah. Well, then if it was like, you know, like one of those big name sponsored podcasts, it would have been like, oh, it's like that, huh?
Yeah.
At least this little guy.
They really do take the fan count.
Yeah.
it just ain't based off of money, you know.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to be nominated as a podcast?
It's a
you were nominated for talking, not fucking.
No, we're appreciated for our personality and seeing all of this.
Oh yeah.
I was always told that I have a face for radio, so you know, it's good to be charming and people enjoying the sensual sound of my voice. It makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't care what nobody say. You got to have a sexy voice to do this shit.
Yeah.
A voice that people want to listen to, because they don't want no voice that just be irritating. They be like, "Why is he talking?"
Right. Man, I'll tell you what. And congrats to you. I noticed you're moving up in the technology and stuff. We're on StreamYard now. We were on Skype the last time we talked, and it was always we weren't always able to hear you good, so it was like it would be coming in kind of ruffled. We're like, oh, You know, we just like matched. If you were laughing, we started laughing.
Oh yeah. Now what's crazy is Skype ain't even in existence no more. Now it's I think something Meta Chat, Google Chat, or something. I was like, well, damn, I'm glad I did switch to StreamYard.
Yeah.
But StreamYard is way better because I can pull up stuff and oh god, boy, y'all need to check out the Premium Smoke Room. I be pulling up everybody, X page, excuse me, Twitter page. Okay. And oh my god, yes, I did. I just love seeing them blush when I be showing them when they be sucking dick.
Yeah.
I can't do that for this podcast
though. No, for this one.
No, Spotify will fucking flag the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll. I can imagine.
Oh my goodness. Let me get this out the way. Let me talk to my people. Hello, smokers. And it's time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know, I am Kavanaugh, the Subway Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link on mylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. I got a bunch of sponsors, actually. More than I had the last time I talked to them. We start off first with eroticismmagazine.com. Go ahead and get yourself a subscription. Next up, award-winning, award-nominated voice over with smut, and they even have virtual reality. I'm talking about none of them, blusherotica.com. If you need some candles to set the mood or you want to do some wax play with your partner, Kinky Candle Company. And if you need help with some legal, I got the Queen of Law herself, Mitchell Ferrari. And I have two new sponsors. The first one, you like to smoke weed, right? Well, guess what? I'm a smoke kind. So check out smokekind.com, where they are the king of THCA, people. That's right. Vapes, edibles, as well as flowers. So that means you can get yourself a nice, 50 sack, or you can get yourself a nice ounce. Plus, you can get some gummies, and they even got great vapes. Also, check out, and hit my referral link. You feel me? It's in the description. As well as you got to pass that on too when you're hitting it. I'm talking about Pass That Apparel. So check out Pass That Apparel on TeePublic. Pass That Inhalation Partners. The t-shirts, nice, great designs for you 420s. You feel me? So look good as you smoke good. Pass that along with Pass That Apparel. You feel me? So now, people, I forgot. There's more I got to add to. I told you this thing done got longer. You can find me 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswapradio.com, as well as sgpradio.com, as well as the skyhawkafterdarktv.com. Now, y'all done seen this couple. Y'all done seen the Premium Smoke Room. Y'all done seen him on the Smokers Lounge. He is Mr. Man Buns. That's right. He walks around wearing a thong and probably have one of the nicest asses that a man could actually have. And she is muscle bound, sexy. She wrestles. She works the pole. She shakes her ass. And she can fuck the brakes off your motherfucking ass. I'm talking about none other than the couple that you need to cruise with. Oh, I forgot their podcast. It's an award nominated. The Cruzs, a.k.a. Jazmine and JR Cruz. Hey.
Thank you. That was one hell of an introduction. Let me tell you.
I try to give everybody a good thing. So now, other than the podcast, because a lot of times I don't know what the hell I'm gonna talk about when I come on here, but then I go look at that page and I notice you made fitness a part of your brand.
I sure do.
And how the fitness fits in.
Well, for me, I've always I've loved fitness. I've been bodybuilding since 2012. Competitions. I've done lifting competitions, strong woman competition. I think it's in my blood to enjoy fitness, and I think it's also part of, in this industry, you need good stamina, good flexibility, and I get mental health and physical health go hand in hand. So I think this is something that, for me, for my mental health, I need to go to the gym. I think if I don't go to the gym, my mind is not set right. So it just gets me going, gets my brain cells going, and it just puts me in a better mood. Physically and emotionally.
What you about to say?
I said, it puts me in a better mood physically and emotionally.
Ooh. So
he gets home from the gym randy as hell too.
Oh, I can believe it. Because see, the reason why I asked that, because like I said, when I go down her page, you see a lot of the the posing, showing the muscles, the physique, and the whole nine. And when did you decide I need to implement more of that, those type pics, the fitness, showing that I work out, a part of, you get what I'm saying? Because sometimes we try to, even though we do porn, we kind of try to market ourselves to things that might be outside.
Yeah, I think for my quote that I always says, I'm more than just a pretty face, because if you see me in a dress and just looking at me, you're like, oh, you don't look like you were before in the competition. I'm like, that's a competition where you have to train your body look like that. But your strength and your stamina and your build does not change, because throughout the years, if you maintain it, your strength is still going to stay the same, as long as you're not, don't make your muscles atrophy. For me, it's just part of my life. And I know that if I incorporate it more in my social media, I think people are noticing it. And I kind of like it, because before I didn't utilize it as much, but now I'm getting more, I guess, following because of it. So I really like it, and it gives me.
What's funny. People don't realize the fetish that comes with it. It's an actual fitness fetish, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. Yes. It's a fetish for that physique. Yes. The fitness, like they are paid to watch a girl work out butt ass naked, squat 500 pounds butt ass naked. I'm just being honest. So for you, when did you discover the fetish side of it, and how much you take advantage of that?
Oh, okay. I went to the fetish convention in Florida, and a lot of my friends were telling me, "How come you don't do more of this muscle worship, or don't you lift people? You could." I just did it for fun, and I said, you could get paid to do it, and to lift people and arm wrestle and flex. And then, JR here was like, "Hey, he's the real competitive wrestler," and then he was like, "Well, I've seen some hot women do it, and I'm just a beginner, okay? I'm not as great as him. He's a real one."
He been training you, huh?
Yeah,
he been coaching you.
He been coaching me, and he got me some paid shoots. So, he really, I told him I'm a little bit intimidated, because when you're teenagers and your husband doing it, and they're all competitive wrestlers, and I'm just looking pretty lifting weights, it's kind of like, man, I need to really challenge my brain and stop holding myself back. And he motivated me to do it. And in my beginning videos from years ago, it's a big progression, because I was so scared to even do a scissor hold. And now I'm
doing she balls them up. Take time. Excuse me, what is it? Jiu-jitsu, right? You know how to toss them.
Working through it.
We're working on it.
Well, it's funny. So, you know how there's those dance moms, when they're on the sidelines, we're out of camera shot, and they're like, dance, okay, smile. Well, that's me in the background. I'm on my back, legs up, get him in, lock it in. All right, pull the head in.
Squeeze, get closer.
Yeah. Look at him, turn.
I can imagine conversation. You didn't twist your hips enough. You didn't twist your hips enough.
This is the real coach.
So one of the things that we're actually going to be starting this year, as far as fitness and wrestling and stuff, is we're going to be partnering up with Women of Sparta / Pompeii Erotic out there in Cali.
Yeah.
And we're going to be teaming up with him to do kind of his East Coast studio, so that he can reach out to more models that don't travel all the way over there as much. We have a location here that we can bring him to, that it's still all of his content. We just kind of help run it. I'll run the camera. I help with the coordination, the choreography, and things like that.
Word. Now, it was funny because I can't think of the girl's name offhand. Her and I was trying to get Nadia White, because I know Nadia White actually do professional wrestling, which is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And she actually damn good. I had to watch her. I said, shit. But I noticed, see, not only has it been a rise in, well, not only has this been the year of the gangbang, I noticed low key, this has been the year of wrestling, female wrestling organizations popping up.
Oh, okay.
And because it's like I'm starting to see more of that now. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, Laura Cross, I've seen you and other ones. What has been in your opinion, why is that now becoming forefront? Is now starting to grow?
Well, I think that it's empowering to see women be stronger. And, you know, before, just like WWE, we used to transition just a male sport, male driven. And now females being strong and being able to do and withstand such kind of, you know, I guess techniques like that. I think it's being bigger because number one, it's fun. It's pretty hot too to see a hot woman in hot outfit like taking down someone. I don't know. It's something, you know, like you said, it's a fetish. So I think it's because it's getting bigger, and I'm glad for it too. Because before, I don't
like I was saying, different leagues and shit, and they have the mixed wrestling, and even with some of it, sex don't end in sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, let me ask you this: Do you think it works better if it don't end in sex, or it works better if it ends in sex?
I think you can mix between the two. You're like one day you want it, and sometimes you don't. Maybe it's like it doesn't have to end it, but you can make it creative to make it end without it, and then make them part two, like how about what it looks like with the sex.
And also in the market, like some people with the fetish, like wrestling fetishes and stuff, like the sex isn't part of their kink.
Yeah.
For them, it is just that. I think a lot of it just, especially with like the pro wrestling side of the house. I mean, look at where the WWE is now with women's wrestling compared to, say, the Attitude Era and before. Like, women were just like the window dressing. Like, there was they're taking women seriously, and it's amazing to see because they can do some incredible freaking stunts and incredible tricks and strength that, like, what's her name, Rhea Ripley now, just like bench pressing, military pressing people. Yeah, she's doing the razor's edge. I mean, the razor's fucking edge. It's amazing.
But see, what's crazy is because the fans know I'm a huge wrestling fan. I restarted my podcast, and I've seen from looking at the indies, the women, they just keep it 100. The women are better looking, and they're better wrestlers now. So they ain't even a joke. Because I was just sitting there watching the NWA. I was like, damn. Just even at the lower level, the women are going good. And I went to what was it? A independent show, Deadlock Pro, which I plan to go to the next one. The main event was for the women's title, and it was a fucking chain match. Ooh. And both of the females was fine as shit. I said, damn. And it was brutal.
Yeah.
I was like, she was whooping it with the chain. I said, damn. But to me, it's like with wrestling, it's like, to me, if a female has physique, that, in my opinion, should be a fetish they should look into.
Yeah.
Because even to the point that even if it's not them actually wrestling, it's just even on the meet and greet side of things, you have fans that just want you to ball them up, put them in a leg lock and stuff like that, or what have you. So with you, have you thought about doing wrestling as content to put out for yourself?
Oh, I've already done wrestling for content for the last 2 years already. So
I don't want, though. We're gonna start ramping that up pretty soon.
More. We've done a little bit, but he's done more than me. But now that I'm getting used to him helping me out with the positions and stuff, I'm going to continue to do more. And I think guys are loving it. I mean, I went to Exotica. I got paid to put people in headlock and wrestle them. I was like, what's going on? They were like, I don't want a photo. More like, put me in headlock. I was like, works for me. Hey, it's something different. I actually liked it. So I said, it's different. I've never put anyone in a headlock at a convention till Exotica. And I've been to like conventions 2 years ago. So that was really fun to see that.
Yeah, because like you said, to see a beautiful woman that is strong and can move a guy like that, or even wrestle with each other.
Yes.
You know. Even to the point where some of these motherfuckers take that shit seriously. Like they have belts. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got no belt.
Why not?
Oh my God. So now I'm gonna ask you this. How does the fans react to your wrestling content versus the Triple X?
Well, I think they're actually loving it. I mean, to me, it's something different because I've done porn a lot more, but it feels very it motivates me to do more wrestling moves because now that they're respecting me for my strength, before I was like, oh, everyone sees me doing porn, but I kind of like to mix it up, not always doing that all the time, but adding wrestling is a challenge for me. And I think a lot more followers are actually appreciating it, saying, could you do this? Could you do that? Would you put that person in a move? Could you work with this person? I'm going, wow, I'm getting more requests than ever. And I love it because like I said, I was afraid to come out. And if it wasn't for JR here to give me those lessons and that motivation, I don't think I'd be doing it. Because I told him I'm nervous and he's trying to help me overcome my anxiety and nervousness. Because I can lift whatever, but when it comes to wrestling, you got to use a lot of brain work because your body has to learn how to safely turn someone, and you have to make yourself safe enough to wrestle someone else as well. I mean, it's entertainment, but you can get hurt even though you're entertaining people.
Yeah, safety is key when you're doing a lot of this type of stuff. So, we're starting to try to build up an archive before we really start to release too much. And it's just because, like, if you throw something out there and then the fans really like it, they're like, where's the next one?
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of balancing a bunch of other stuff. We've got the podcast, we've got all of our porn stuff. So like really just finding that balance and building up that archive before we really start releasing more of them is kind of where we're going. But she did just recently do her first scene for Evolved Fights with Ray Ray.
Yeah, we did.
As an opponent.
Yes, that was really
fun. Evolved Fight. I've been seeing some of their shit.
I was Jazmine Cruz, a Filipino flamethrower.
Ooh.
Yes. Well, the joke is, I love flamethrower at Burger King, but I also think he thought of the name
Dairy Queen. Flamethrower.
Oh, I thought it was Burger King. Oh, it's Dairy Queen is a flamethrower. I figured like I'm hot, passionate, on fire, fierce. But then I like food and I like meat, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, she did love meat. We see what she did with that meat.
It could be PG or it could be triple F. Both ways.
There's no middle with her either. It's either PG or triple X. Like
two extremes.
That's a good thing because hey, she is not boring.
That is 100% true.
There's always an adventure, right?
There is never a boring moment with Jazmine Cruz.
Oh my God. So y'all seem like a couple that's always looking to expand your brand, find new lands to conquer, and stuff of that nature. How do you fight complacency? Because the one thing that I would tell people, one thing a business owner will never be is comfortable. We have to learn to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So how do you fight this, complacency, especially when things are going good?
I would say we are surrounded by a great support system. I would say Ray Ray and her man Jay. We've got Mr. J and Daisy Fox to support us.
Kimchi
Fetish. Also, there's Kyle Balls, Kyle Starr. Really motivating, positive people who we've been surrounded with. There's Peter Fitzwell, Niall Fox. So people that's been in it, giving us a positive reinforcement to say, hey, it can be hard, it can be challenging, it can be years of hard work, but in the end result is people are going to notice it, and your fans are going to notice it, and friends are going to notice it, and it really, really humbles me to know that when I first started and nobody bought my merchandise like 2 or 3 years ago, no one. Okay, so I say this story because I went to LA. XBiz, and I went to Exotica, I went to AVN, and all 3 of those events, I actually sold merchandise for the first time in 3 years. So talk about like in tears telling my husband, no one wanted to buy my stuff or never knew me, but it's okay. Like he said, they're going to know you if you put in the hard work. And honestly, after 3 or 4 years, people are seeing it, and I wanna thank the fans out there if they're listening. They got photos, videos, they've bought stuff, and they know they're sexy buns now because of, our branding, so something must be working. I mean, we're not a big famous people, but it feels good that someone's noticing us and buying our stuff.
I was gonna say, one of the things that helps us to not get complacent right now is that, we're still not relatively famous. We're not new, but we're not, like superstars. So we still got to hustle. We got bills to pay. We've got kids getting ready to go into college. Like, we have got to keep hustling. And fortunately, that's something that's been ingrained with us for years and years. So, really, it's stuff like that kind of keeps us from getting complacent. But we also do try to make sure that we listen to our bodies, we listen to our kids, we take breaks, and we really make sure that we prioritize us, ourselves, and our well-being over the business. So
the commentary was funny. See, I talked about this all the time on my podcast. The one thing that I know is with dealing with women, when I was dealing with them, is they lack patience. And it's interesting what she just said, because most females, after that moment that she couldn't sell shit with a damn, they probably quit the business.
Yeah.
And a lot of times these ladies, as well as fellas, ladies more so than fellas, not knocking women.
Yeah.
But because it's easy for them to make the money, they expect it to come
instantly. Yeah.
So for you, how hard was it to learn patience?
I think for me, I've always been patient. Especially,
really?
I want to hear the answer to this one.
I've been patient. I can lose my patience, yes, but I think for me, we can bump heads because I know he knows, because I used to cry about it. I was like, "Oh, nobody likes me. Nobody wants this." And he goes, "It's gonna take time." And I'm like, "How much time is there?" Because I'm putting myself out there in social media. I'm dancing, I'm moving, I'm modeling, I'm wrestling, I'm doing all this fetish work. But he said, "But remember, you gotta stand out and show your personality, something that makes you stand out from the rest, because everyone's doing it. And what can you make you different from the rest?" And that's what kept me going, because when JR said, "Doesn't mean they don't like you. It's just a whole lot of people are in porn. A lot of people are doing fetish, but you need to get your audience and get them the right way." And like he said, I think getting to know who I am and being myself, because I told him, I'm like, maybe I should do what she's doing or what they're doing on social media. He's like, "No, I think brand yourself of who you are. And if you wear a dress and sandals, say that in an interview. Don't lie." Because before I was like, "Well, I don't wear underwear. Wait, I do wear underwear when I sleep,
She tried to do, she initially, she wanted to do the boilerplate, Playboy interview style answers, like, "I really enjoy sleeping naked and walking on a beach and all of this."
When people talk about authentic, what they want is not the porn they talk about authentic. They talk about the person that's in the beach. Yeah. That's what people don't get. Because it's the person that brings it out. It's no different than, why did everybody love Jenna Jameson? The personality that she put on camera when she was filming. Yes. From the scene, beginning of the scene when she talking to when she was fucking. And people like a female that enjoy being a slut. They enjoy being fucked. They enjoy having sex. And they want to see that also on the social media side of things. Period. Because even to the point where, like, every time you see a church, even when she posing, it's a smile.
Always.
It's a smile.
I'm always smiling. Sometimes I feel like, I think other people should smile more because they just hiding it. But me, it's deep down inside, I'm like, man, people ask me, "Are you really happy all day, all night?" Honestly, yeah, I really am. I guess I've always been a positive person in my family. JR has been positive, but I think it's within us. But I mean, there are days when I'm down, but I don't let that get to me. Before I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be down," and then I'm like, "Whatever. I'll just go to the gym, or I'll just, something to AR, if you know what I mean, play with his dick or something.
Oh, yeah, because
playing with his dick. Isn't talking to the microphone. Playing with his dick.
She is. She's the queen of overcorrection, man. Like, I can if I'm trying to, like, these are they pick up noise, but it has to be like in their general direction. You start to talk off.
Oh, okay.
Like, then it doesn't pick up the noise as well. And so when I'm just like, no, just angle at the camera. Okay. She's like, oh, that means I need to get back up here and talk like this. I'm like, no, babe,
that's as close as I want to suck your dick, like this.
Y'all got to check out their podcast. Y'all need to check out their podcast, because you see how they wild. I can imagine what I can tell you right now, they really cut up on this shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So now tell me about AVNs. How was your AVN trip? What shoots do you do and all that good stuff?
Oh, we actually did our very big, huge 7-person orgy that was orchestrated and organized by me. I was surprised, JR. I got all the women together, and all the men all took showers in single file. All the paperwork.
Let's start from the beginning.
Oh yeah. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, go ahead.
So we're at the red carpet. We're hanging out, and realistically, like, we're old, man. We don't stay up late normally. So they were talking about it wasn't supposed to start till like 10. I'm like, oh my God. We walked the carpet at like 6. I was like, I'm ready. And then so there was quite a few others that were similar. Like, they wanted to walk the red carpet, but they weren't really going for the show.
Yeah.
And so Jazmine got the idea to go ahead and why don't we set up an orgy? And of course, I hadn't had one yet on camera. So she started planning it out and setting up the folk. So like we had shot a great scene. She really cracked the whip and kept us all in line.
I did.
Yeah. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then we get ready to shoot, and it was, I don't know that it could have gone better, or that, like, if it was just pure luck or whatever. Like, everybody just clicked so well that, like, we knew what to do without having to say anything, without having to stop all the time. Everybody kind of like transitioned from different to different performers, and there was not like just anybody that just focused directly on 2 people or whatever. Like, it was great. It was Thor Johnson, Kyle Starr, and me as the male talent. And then the women were Jazmine, Rebel, Scarlet Rebel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's a newer performer. She's out California way, and she's doing some amazing things.
Okay.
Imani Valor, I think that's how you say your name.
Valor.
And
Raven.
And Raven. Sweet little Raven.
Ooh. Okay.
And it was a great scene, a lot of fun, some antics. It was outstanding.
Yeah, and I think everybody got equal attention. I think everyone flowed. There wasn't like, oh my God, you're all over him or all over her. Everybody came. Hello.
Yeah.
It was like a flow of, whoa, the camera girl, she was also a talent.
Yeah. Oh, God dang it. What is her name? She's out of Boston, living out in LA now. Skinny girl, she shot for Blacks a couple of times now. Rose Carter.
Okay.
I know that name.
Yeah. So she was like, well, I can't. She's like, my girl needs a break, so I really can't do any more fucking on camera right now. She was like, how about I run camera? We're like,
I'm tired. Y'all have fun. I film y'all.
So, and it was funny. We actually incorporated her into the video a little bit, just her hand, and she borrowed this cute little outfit because she was cold. Yeah. So Scarlet Rebel gave her this like bunny costume thing that had like little fluffy balls hanging off. So she would like started like hitting just playing with the girl's nipples and stuff, and so she was like, she's the fluffer. But so like just a couple of times on the camera, like her hand would kind of just show up. There was one part of the scene where I was like, I gave her the phone, and I was like, call room service, get us some more waters. Now, granted, she didn't realize that I was just trying to like
I thought it was real.
She was like, wait, really? And I'm like, so I'm like, I told her to go to, order some room service, get some waters up there. And then I grab her head and I just like jam it on my dick. And I'm just like face fucking her while she's like trying to order room service.
Awesome.
And so then I was like, but in the moment, I'm just like, okay, well, this isn't really working as well as I thought it was. So I was like, fuck it, we're good. And I slammed the phone down. I thought I hung it up, but I didn't, I guess, hang it up properly. So we go back to fucking and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I guess Rose had heard the phone offline thing, the dee 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 dee. So she walks over with the camera, goes over to the phone, reaches over, hangs up the phone, and then gives a little thumbs up, and then goes back to filming.
Nothing like an orgy with personality.
Yes.
Everybody had a good old time. So
yeah, it was fantastic.
Oh my God. Yeah, because I feel you though, because if they would told me that the was at 10 o'clock, if they want to call me if I wanted, I'd be at the room with a blunt in my mouth, ready to go to sleep.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's not bedtime.
Yeah. I'll tell you that when the conventions are in, like we try to stretch ourselves a little bit more because there's you only have like a limited amount of time that you're with in the area of that many people. But at the same time, it's like, look, well, I'd rather we're morning people anyways, so we try to get more of our shoots in during the morning and daytime, do the convention, and then kind of like cool down afterward because that. We both have anxiety issues, so like we have to decompress typically at the end of a convention day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Our energy.
Yeah. Ugh. But I tell you, I do gotta share some really awesome news with you, man. We are ambassadors now for Me For You AI.
Yes, I saw that. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. It's this new platform with where they generate an AI clone of you. And so our fans can interact with our clone to where like 24/7 access. So even though you may not be able to talk to us directly, they capture our personalities so well that it is just like talking to us. It also allows them to generate content, photos and stuff, what they want to see of us. So like they can say, I want to
picture with her on the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in the horse. Yeah. And the polar bear on ice skates. You're the one that helped.
I did. I was like, I started playing around with it. So they'll give you the premium access for your own account. So like you can go on and generate your own things. So I was like playing around with it, and it's like I want to see a photo of Jazmine in a sexy ice skater outfit with a polar bear. And so it has her on the ice in an outfit with skates in an arena, and there's a polar bear right next to her on ice skates itself.
I saw that picture too. I said, oh shit. I like, where is this? How did y'all hook up with them?
We met them actually at AVN, Nikki Huntsman.
Yes.
She's another one that's like just been a tremendous friend and just someone that like always pumps us up and convinces us to helps us network and stuff. And Nikki doesn't take no for an answer. Like they were having a party in one of the hotel rooms. She texted us. She's like, you need to come to this party right now and meet these people. I'm like, it's dude, girl, it's late. We're ready to go to bed. She's like, no. You're coming now. Meet me at this room. So that's how we got to introduce them. How we got introduced to them. We were doing some little mini interviews. That episode just went live. All of the little mini interviews that we were doing at AVN. And so that was where we kind of started that relationship. And then they invited us to work their booth at Chicago Exotica. And I guess they liked us, they want us to be at all of them with them.
Yeah, we pretty much worked hard. We actually brought a lot of our friends to the booth. Like seriously, we were all meeting and greeting, and we're like, "Come on over to the booth." And all of a sudden, we got photos with our friends too. I'm like, you want a photo with us? Okay, come to the booth.
Oh shit!
And you can make your own and customize your own photo as a clone. So that's where our little spiel came through. So we forgot to
and see, and what's interesting is that this is what I talk about. The advantage of being a sex symbol, ladies and gentlemen, it opens up doors outside of porn if you know how to market your sex symbolness.
Yes.
And you got to, like, we're not going to be able to do this forever. I mean, we would love to. My life goal is to create a porn star retirement community in Florida with a TTS test site on the property, like some webcam rooms. So like even in our, golden age with, 60s, 70s, whatever, 80s, even, I don't care. We'll like be there to just continue to be horn dogs and then even shoot content if we want it. That's my goal.
I mean, this business can be timeless.
Yeah.
And it's been proven because especially now that we love MILFs and GILFs.
Yeah.
We love MILFs and GILFs. She was on a damn site called MILF.
Yeah.
MILF.com was.
I was. Or I am.
See, it's funny because I've been doing a bunch of. I already did one for the history of interracial. I'm gonna do a bunch of history stuff for my Smokers Over Dark, and that's one thing I'm gonna talk about is how the age have gotten older in this era compared to when I first came in. Yeah. Because like they said, like back when I came in 23 years, your career was done. Now, shit.
Oh, I know.
Shit, you can still go at 70.
Yeah.
Sika Black. And she done changed her. I mean, she changed her name now.
Yeah, I think she's just Sika now.
Oh my God. So now, got to ask this question because this is the year of the gangbang. So I'm trying to think. Have you done a gangbang yet?
Yeah. Yes, I have a 12-person gangbang.
Ooh.
It was the one with Play Studio. 6 guys.
No, that was an orgy.
Oh, it's orgy.
You did a 4-guy gangbang.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my God. So she's done a 4-guy gangbang.
I'm like, you go, girl.
We call that gangbang for my Valentine. So the story behind it is she was down in Tampa. I had to stay home with the kids during Valentine's Day. And so I worked it out with Mark Blaze and I was like, we want this gangbang to be a Valentine's gift. So that's how we structured it.
Wow.
We did try to organize another one with Red Bottom Productions this past year. It just never seemed to come to fruition.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's difficult. It's really, really difficult. And we're not at a place where we can budget our own stuff just yet. Like eventually we want to be able to just hire other talent, limit our collaborations so that we hold our content, we own our content. So that's the goal for the future. So we'll definitely be doing more of those. It's just a matter of scheduling.
No, because a lot of people don't realize, like for example, with Lily Phillips when she did hers, and then the one she did, and then Bonnie Blue. I think the one with the guys in the football jersey, I'm pretty sure them were talent. But a lot of times they do fans. It's hard enough to get fans, but when you talk about porn or you talking about talent, that's harder.
Yeah.
Because some of these dudes, it sounds funny as fuck, is scared to fuck in the same room with another dude.
Yeah.
Might be anxiety for them, right?
Yeah. Oh, you shot
I
me.
never had a problem with it, but I never understood why dudes had a problem. If you can fuck with a cameraman in the goddamn room, and then the other part is I don't want to touch dicks.
Yeah.
You do realize there is a part that she put both dicks in the mouth, dog. You going to touch it.
No, right?
We actually, so we've done more gangbangs than we thought about. Like, we did we also did a content party last year with about 5. We had 5 male talents there, and each of the wives, who were all like creator couples, and so each of the wives got a chance to shoot a gangbang. So we did 4 gangbangs back to back to back to back.
Oh, yeah,
the dudes, we didn't get much rest in between. The girls had just the one gangbang, and then they went and did something else.
I had to go right back in.
Oh yeah. Thank God for Trimix, man. Trimix don't give a fuck.
But no, so like, times we don't get no rest, as y'all can see.
Yeah,
we need to get more respect. I'm just saying.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But I'm perfectly happy with this being a woman driven woman focused industry. I'm okay with just being the background. I'll be the new version of the WWE divas. Like I'm just the man version. I'm just in the background with my buns out, and I'm used when I'm needed, and then sent away when they're done with me. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, guys, see the girls love when you come around to the thong that day.
Yeah.
They be slapping the ass. I be dying.
Dude, I was getting tips in Chicago. Like, girls were like flipping like 20s and shit in the thong,
man.
Dude, it was great.
And he's not even a stripper there. But you were like, oh, and some women were like, dang, you got a bigger butt than my husband does.
See, I told you, if you're a man with a nice ass, good things happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good things happen to you. I get a lot of compliments on my booty. I ain't gonna lie.
Nice.
Oh my God. So now, just like I asked everybody, in your opinion, why is gangbangs becoming so popular now? And why so many girls? Because gangbangs was probably, other than interracial, very rare in the business. Now it's like an everyday occurrence. So why has gangbang, the uptick in gangbangs done happen in the business?
You gonna go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
I just see it as, folks are just kind of following trends. I think like Lily Phillips and is it Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue? Or those the ones that did the 1,000 guy, I think? Like people saw that, like they wanted that. They wanted more fans wanted to see that stuff. Tadpole has been in business for years.
Yeah.
For years and years. And that's like his primary thing is gangbangs. He organizes them and sets them up.
I mean, they were acting so shocked that Lily Phillips did 100 men and Rebel Rider did 100 men and had 3 holes.
Yeah. God, Rebel, can we just take a second and just bask in the fact that Rebel Rider is just fucking amazing.
And she got that award for that reason. She's amazing.
And of course, Ray Ray.
Hold on. Yes. Took 3 holes with a smile.
Yeah.
NDP. Hold on. NDP.
He's done
NDP doing this gangbang, people. Yep. She went down.
Yeah. Rebel Rider is freaking amazing. And then, Ray Ray, of course, as well, is like, I've actually helped shoot a bunch of her gangbangs and some of her other stuff. So I do a lot of I've been learning a lot more camera work and doing sound and stuff like that for Ray Ray's company. And then that's also just been a tremendous help for me, bringing that back to our brand and then figuring out how we fit into this part of it. So our stuff is a lot more quality. Quantity is something that we have to start pushing a little bit more. But again, everything just kind of comes back to like finding that balance and being able to do a lot of those things. But I really just believe it's just some of the trends, like, somebody. It's just like, think about like a TikTok trend, right? Like somebody does something silly and freaking, then it goes viral and then everybody else jumps onto the wagon. I just think, it came around like every year there's something new that like everybody starts doing.
Yeah, because last year was aiming, this year's gangbang.
Yeah.
But this is the question I want to ask Miss Cruz.
Yes.
What is it about a gangbang to get the pussy wet?
To me, I like to be the center of attention. So I like to be the center of attention. So that's probably one thing I fantasize, You don't get to see this guy all the time. So when you're going to do a collab, you're like, ooh, this is some fresh, someone new, something different. I want to try it out. That's what really gets me going.
Ooh, oh my God. So how's the subspace come down?
What?
So
the subspace come down. So people can understand. When we saw that viral video of Miss Lily Phillips crying, and y'all thought because she was crying because she was shamed because she did 100 men. No, motherfucker, she just did 100 men. It's called subspace come down.
Oh, that.
Because
that moment
she was crying because she felt bad because some of them motherfuckers didn't get to come. I said, I like her. She said some of them were complaining they didn't get to stay in long enough. I just want everyone to come. So for you, how's to come down to subspace? Because it's a different level you're doing a gangbang versus a threesome. Then it's a totally different level of energy, all that.
It's a lot more, and it's definitely wet and amazing. So I think for me, that's what it is. The more guys, the more cum, the more volume of cum keeps on coming.
But for after when it's over, a lot of it just comes to like we have identified. You know, we're like I know when she's getting to that point, and I help manage her aftercare in that respect. You know, when we talk about it, and for us, that's like part of our like helping to recenter after.
And we talk about it, which is helpful because I'll tell him about my adventures.
See, people, there you go. So I done held this wonderful couple up here, and you know we're gonna bring them back. You know I'm gonna bring Jazmine and him because I'm gonna get him to wear the thongs and her to possibly flash some boobs on the Premium Smoke Room. You know what it is, on Loyal Fans.
Let's do it.
Conversation gets saucy. The tits pop out. Dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe for a premium podcast for you to enjoy. Plus special events. I even go live on X and in the Triple X store. You can see my work as I give ladies their work because big dicks going to sticks. That's why they used to call me Big Country. As well as also check out my STO members on Spotify, where I have Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers as we give you that real smoke from a male perspective about the industry, as well as my other podcast special episode, Had the Smoke On, where I give my unapologetic, unpopular, and sometimes controversial opinions and commentary on things that I normally don't talk about on the actual podcast. So whether it's that Spotify smoke or you want that premium smoke, either way, just get the smoke. So, Cruzs, tell everybody what they need to know.
You can find me at JazmineCruzXXX.com and emphasize the Z. So it's JazmineCruzXXX.com. My loyal fans and only fans is at Jazmine Cruz Fans. My Instagram is Jazmine Cruz Modeling. And I'm missing something.
No, all your links are up on there. You can get to
Twitter
everything.
Or X is Jazmine Cruz OFF1.
Yeah, absolutely. MrSexyBuns.com is a great way to find me. You can also Google Just Cruising Podcast. We've got a link tree. And that one also holds all of the links to then all of us. So if you ever just Google us on whatever your favorite podcasting platform is, we've got our links in there. And then we always make sure that we shout out the links of whoever we are interviewing as well. We appreciate everybody that's been coming, that's been checking out our podcast. We love seeing our fans hop on. Thank you so much, man, for having us on again. We love coming on the smoke.
If you ever need me to come on your podcast.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100% we need to make that happen.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So, smokers, what did you smoke over today? What did you learn from this wonderful episode? Let me tell you what you learned, what I've been telling y'all. Stop with the goddamn lie. We can find love in this goddamn business. They're proof. It's nothing like having somebody that respects what you do, support what you do, and even help. You feel me? Because when we do this business, the hardest thing is finding someone that accepts us for who we are and respects what we do and love us regardless. That's called unconditional love. Some of you fuckers don't understand that. And that's the beauty of our business. See, y'all vanilla motherfuckers. You wanna know why y'all have divorces? Because y'all don't know how to have hard conversations that swinger couples, poly couples, porn couples have to have. You feel me? At the end of the day. And stop thinking that if I let my woman get fucked, I'm weak. No, nigga, I'm way more stronger than you and 3 times more secure than your dumb ass. Let's make that clear. Period. Let's kill with that falsehood about manhood. Because at the end of the day, our sexual tastes change with age. In your 20s, you may not thought about swinging, but by the time you hit your 40s, you and wife might want to go to Hinduism. You feel me? And the other part of this is, we talked about the gangbang trend. Here's the key to the gangbang trend. Do the trend because it's something that you enjoy and you like. See, a lot of you ladies, y'all doing it, but y'all not into gangbangs. Y'all, you understand how much energy, mental, physical, emotional, soulful that you put into these things? Because it's chaos. Controlled chaos, but chaos nonetheless. A lot of dicks going in you and all your holes. And you have to be one that enjoy that shit. Welcome that shit. Get off on that shit. See, because what ends up happening is that subspace come down ain't gonna look like Lily's. No, you're gonna be that one that's gonna be sitting here talking about, oh, OnlyFans messed up my life. Porn messed me up, this, that, and the third. Because you tried something that wasn't you. I tell anybody this. I said this to every female I work with. Don't do anything you wouldn't normally do in your personal sex life, or you're not willing to try, or you're interested to have the great discovery to try. Yeah. So once again,
we say on our podcast, stay true to your journey.
Basically. And true, fellas, I hate to tell y'all this. You know how many females secretly would love to do a fucking gangbang? They just ain't got the balls to tell you. Your wife might want to do a gangbang. You don't even know, but she's scared to tell you because she's afraid that you might want to leave. You feel me? Because all women, two things. They all want to be porn stars, and they all would like to be ravished by men. Trust and believe that. You feel me? So all you barber thumpers, conservative motherfuckers, y'all can sit here and look at us sideways, but we know deep in your heart, you want to fuck 12 dicks all at the same time. You just ain't got the balls to do it because you afraid what people gonna think of you. Sound like a personal problem to me. So with that being said, now we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? If you haven't learned anything, smoke this over. Say goodbye to him, Cruz.
Hey, thank you.
Love you guys.
Absolutely.
Deuces.